Okay, so today we're going to talk a little bit about some midterm study tips. And you have your midterms that you're going to be taking this week in Spanish. So today we're going to look a little bit of maybe what we can do to help you prepare for that. Okay, so the first thing we want to look at is study before class. So study before Class Connect and study before taking the exam. So the first thing that you really want to do, and hopefully you have a notebook or a folder at home, but you want to look over all of your vocabulary and grammar notes for this semester. And if you've been keeping an organized folder of all of that, it should be easy to find. Also, look over your Class Connect notes. We have some, application on there, and it might really help you to understand and remember what we did those days in Class Connect. And then if you don't understand something, you're looking at your notes and you just can't quite remember what we did that day, even though you have your notes and everything's done, then write down your questions and have them ready when you come to class so that you can ask the teacher, because you're probably not the only one that has that question, and we can get you some help. So we'll have Class Connect on Thursday. Come to Class Connect review session, or if you can't come live, make sure you watch the recording before taking the test. So we're going to be going over a lot about what the test is going to be over, vocabulary words, grammar concepts, and so you really want to pay attention to that so you can really have a good idea of what's going on before you take the exam. Also ask questions. Make sure you have those questions written down and you have them ready to go. In case we don't talk about that in the Class Connect review, we can answer those for you during that time. And then participate. Even if you get the questions wrong or you're really not sure what's going on, participating builds confidence, and then it helps you to know, wow, I really didn't know that and I thought I did, so I better study that concept a little bit more. Okay, so while you're taking the midterms, we have two midterms. We have a vocabulary and grammar one, and then we have a reading and listening one. So you want to really make sure that you read the questions carefully. When answering the questions, make sure you know why it's the right answer and you're not just guessing. Okay, so like for example on the listening and the reading exam, maybe you had to listen to the listening section 5 times just to be able to hear the right answer, and that's okay. So make sure that you're doing that and you're getting it right. Before submitting the exams, go through and check your answers and make sure you chose the one you wanted to choose. And what I mean by that is sometimes like there's some true-false questions. We are used to or accustomed to having true like B answer choice A and false B answer choice B and so forth. So you might think the answer is false and you go ahead and choose the second response, and then you find out later you got that question wrong and you thought for sure it was false. Well, in the questions they actually had the false one first and the true second. And so you want to make sure that you're actually choosing the answer that you wanted to choose. So don't get in a rush, don't get in a hurry, and go slow. Make sure when you sit down to take your midterms that you have the time to take your time and you're not rushing through and doing them in 5 minutes. Okay, and then hopefully you will make the best grade that way. And the last thing is buena suerte, good luck, and I hope that all of you do well on the test. Thanks for listening.